Well, hello, I'm Gustavo Tolosa, and I promised uh, Rhonda that I met last, like about 2 weeks ago in Marshall, Texas, when I went to the Hellfest in Marshall. This lovely lady came to me and gave me this envelope, and it had a very sweet card inside that says, "Sincere thanks for all the time and energy you give to all of us. Of course, this is my pleasure. But thank you, Rhonda, and she was very kind and included a Whole Foods card there for $25. So I told her I'm going to go to Whole Foods. I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to make a recipe just for you, but of course for everybody else. But thank you, Rhonda, for your gift. And since I have my refrigerator empty because it's been a super busy week, I need to go. I have to go today. Um, and I'm going to go to Whole Foods and I'm going to buy some groceries. And what I did was I printed Dr. McDougall's latest newsletter, which is from March 2017. And there are several recipes in the back, but I'm going to choose the three bean chili, and I'm going to make that for sure, Rhonda. And then I'll show you other things that I make on a regular basis. And if any of you ever want to become part of the Gustavo fan club, okay, you can write me. I'm going to put my mailing address right here. You don't have to send me anything. You don't. I'm just putting it there in case you, any of you ever want to send me an article they want me to make a video about, or if you want me to make a recipe, or if you want to send me $1 million check, I'm not going to reject that. And just anyway, there it is. I'm going to Whole Foods, and I will see you all later. Bye. So I went to Whole Foods and I used my gift card that Rhonda gave me. And here is the receipt from Whole Foods. So you can see it's true. And I spent $24.58. So I had a remaining balance of 42 cents. Anyway, with basically $25, I bought yellow pepper, red pepper. Oh, I bought some tomatoes that I like to have for regular stuff. I bought some yellow zucchini because I like to eat it mostly in some mornings with beans. And this and green zucchini. What else? I also got um, some. Let me show you. I also got four Hana yams. These are very sweet and they have this nice vanilla kind of taste. They truly are like just dessert. I got some garlic, and I also got four big potatoes, and these are organic. I just got organic. And so that's what, oh, and I got my beans for the recipe. I got black beans, no salt added, um, kidney beans, couldn't find non-salt added, so I'm going to wash these really well. I mean, I'm going to wash all of them, but especially those. Uh, Pinto beans, no salt added. And I got diced tomatoes like the recipe calls for, and that's no salt added as well. So yeah, you don't have to buy, you don't have to go to Whole Foods. You could have gotten all this for much less, but I wanted to use Rhonda's card, and I do shop at Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, but I usually buy things that are pretty inexpensive, but you don't have to. Any store will do. Remember that the reason why people are having diabetes and heart disease and cancer and many other illnesses is not because they're eating food that is not organic. That's not the reason. It's like Dr. McDougall says, it's because they're eating um,
huge amounts of animal products and meat and dairy um, and vegetable oils, things like that. So it is not absolutely necessary that you eat things that are organic, although later on you can refine your diet and you can see how you are saving so much money in groceries by buying the inexpensive things like beans and rice and potatoes and sweet potatoes that you can now afford to buy some of those things organic if you choose to. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the recipe from the last newsletter that Dr. McDougall wrote, and this is for the month of March, and it's a brilliant newsletter where he outlines his version of the Healthcare Act, and so I recommend that you read it. I'm old-fashioned, so I print it and then I get a highlighter and I highlight things. And there are some really good recipes in this newsletter, including some cornbread. But I'm going to make the 3-bean chili. And so we're going to do that. It's supposed to take 40 minutes to cook, but since I have an instant pot, I'm going to just experiment. This is probably not the wisest idea to experiment during one of my videos here, but you know what? We'll make it. We'll just see how it comes out. If it doesn't work, then you will see, what happens when it doesn't work. But I'm assuming that this is all really good ingredients. So whether it turns out to be a mush, like because I cooked it too much or not, it will still taste good. So let's get started. We need half cup of water. So come on over and I'll show you. All right, so let's get this 3-bean chili made. We have half cup of water. I am going to put it in this pot, which is the pot for the Instant Pot. And I will add the onion chopped also. So here's the onion chopped. Put it with the half cup of water. We also need the one yellow bell pepper. Okay, so it goes in here. Then we need the red bell pepper chopped as well. So this already just looks great with the red and the yellow and the white of the onion, and I'm just doing that. And we need, it says 2 or 3 garlic cloves. Of course, I always go with more, so I put 3. I should have put 4 because you can never have enough garlic, I don't think. So there's the 3 garlic cloves. And what we're supposed to do now with this water and the garlic and onions and the yellow and the red pepper is cook it for about 5 minutes. So since the Instant Pot is one appliance for everything, what I'm going to do is put it here. Okay, this is the Instant Pot, and there is a button here that says saute right there. So I'm going to press it, and this is going to saute. And with my wooden spoon right here, there it is. It's saying, okay, it's going to start. So with the wooden spoon, I will start to, let's see if you can see. I will start mixing it. In just a minute or so, it's going to start sauteing. So, in the meantime, what we're going to do is open the cans of beans. So we have the black beans, and this is no salt added. Of course, you know, if you can cook your own beans, that's even better. I'm just following the recipe the way it's written here. So I'm going to put the beans. Let's see if I can show you here in the kitchen. I'm going to put the black beans here, and we are going to rinse them. Even though they don't have salt added, I like to rinse them really, really well. I think cooking your own beans is the best always, and of course, it's the cheapest, because with what I paid for one can of these beans, I can probably make the equivalent to 10 cans of this one. But, you know, you pay for convenience. So what I do recommend, if beans give you trouble, is that you soak them all night long. It does make a difference. So you soak them, then the next day you throw away the water, you rinse them again, and you don't cook them in that water. And hey, then you have, I think it's better to cook them alone, unless you're making a special recipe that, you know, some kind of a soup or something. But you cook them by themselves, so then you can use them in different ways. You can put them on top of salads, you can put them on top of a potato, you can put, you know, you can eat beans and rice and put salsa on them. You can make burritos. I mean, you can, so if you cook them by themselves, then you can use them in a lot of different ways. So I've opened the other. So what I'm going to do is I will put the rinsed beans in this, you know, bowl. That way I have the ones that are rinsed and clean already here. And these that I just opened, these are the kidney beans. So I'm going to put them here, kidney beans, and I will rinse those as well. Okay. Wash them really, really well. And I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Okay, so these are done. Now what we're going to do is open the next can, which is the pinto beans. And I'm going to rinse them as well. And I can already hear the onion and the peppers and garlic sauteing. I can hear the noise. So I'm going to, from this point on, now that they are actually sauteing, I'm going to count about 5 to 7 minutes just to brown a little. I might just leave them 10 minutes. You know, this is all now up to you, whether you like them more brown or not. If you don't have an Instant Pot, don't worry. You know, just do it in a pan. Do it in the same pot where you're going to cook this. I'm just using the Instant Pot because I want to experiment. Also, know that if you want an Instant Pot, you can go to instantpot.com. I don't get anything from it. I wish I did. But when you check out, you can get $50 off if you put under the special code. If you put Chef AJ, it's either Chef AJ or AJ. I'll check and I'll put it here. And you can get $50 off. I know that Chef AJ doesn't get anything either. I mean, she does, but she donates it to a nonprofit organization. So, but that's a nice discount, $50. And this machine, I think, has warranty for life, and it is everything really. I mean, you don't need anything pretty much you don't need anything else. It sautés, it slow cooks, it cooks, it does your laundry, it goes, no, just kidding. Okay, so now I have all the beans rinsed. The only thing left to open is the diced tomatoes. Okay, so this is going great. You can probably hear the noise now. And I don't know what it is with onions and garlic, but I mean, even something simple like this, it just smells like I'm making the most amazing thing, and it just smells good, and it looks colorful. It looks great. And then when we add the 3 colors of beans, very colorful chili here. Now, we have quite a few the seasonings, and you know, these are things that I have been gathering. You know, I didn't go out one day and bought 50 different bottles of I just, as I try different recipes, I would buy a little something one day, something another day, and so forth. But now I have a nice collection. So I usually have everything. The only thing that I don't have today, because I don't make a lot of Mexican food, but I always have it. I just don't have today. It's chili powder. So, but this takes the following seasonings. Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring them. Okay, so we need coriander, we need cumin, which I love, then we need oregano. I don't know what the difference is. I just have this one. It says Mexican oregano, but it is oregano. We need a little bit of cayenne pepper. I am very scared of this because I cannot take a lot of heat. So I'm gonna, it says very hot. So I may put it, I may not, I don't know. And then instead of the chili powder, I'm going to use Chef AJ's favorite seasoning, and mine too, now that she's introduced me to it, which is the smoked paprika. Okay, so those are the seasonings, and it says here that once it starts to saute, and once you've been cooking it for 5 minutes, you can start adding the seasonings. But I think that I want to cook this a little longer. And so we'll just let it go just a little bit more. And in the meantime, I'm gonna bring the measuring spoons here. So I'm gonna put all of them here. I mean, since they're gonna be mixed there anyway, I'll just mix them. So it says 2 tablespoons of chili powder. I would use it if you have it, but I'm just going to use the smoked paprika here. This is 1 tablespoon. So that seems to be the biggest, you know, the one that, the seasoning that has the most is that one. Okay, then it wants 1 teaspoon of cumin, which is here. And I have to take these tops out. Now you're gonna see a pianist trying to open this because we have no fingernails. So, and I don't want to cut my fingers. There it goes. It flew away. Okay, so 1 teaspoon. There you go. Of course, it doesn't fit. Very annoying, but I'm just gonna put about, okay, so that's 1 teaspoon. Okay, of cumin, 1 teaspoon of coriander, which honestly, I don't remember what it smells like because I use it very seldom. Oh yeah, it smells Good. Maybe I should use this more often. Okay, so that's 1 teaspoon. And 1 teaspoon of oregano. This one fits finally. So there it is. I'm mixing them all in my little bowl here. And 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. Yeah. Okay, I don't know about a fourth. I'm just going to do that much. That's it. Because I would hate to not be able to eat it. I'm going to mix it all. And guess what? This is going to the Instant Pot right now. Okay. Yum. Okay. You guys, this smells so good. I would just eat it the way it is. This sautés so well. And this cleans so easily. Just amazing. I just love the Instant Pot. Okay, so now what happens next? Well, it says add the seasonings and mix well, which I just did. Add remaining ingredients. Stir well to mix. Bring to a boil. Okay, so if you were using a regular, pot, you would need to bring everything to a boil, then reduce the heat, cover it, and cook for 40 minutes. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to experiment, and I may regret this, but here's the tomatoes. Okay, stir it in. Tomatoes. All right. Here are the kidney beans. Here are the pinto beans. And where did I put my black beans? Oh, the black beans were inside, it were mixed already. Okay, so one more thing that I kind of forgot to tell you. We need 1.5 cups of corn. Okay, here it is. So we also put that in. And so, goodness sake, this is so colorful. So, I don't know really how to turn this off. I'm like, AJ, I haven't really read the manual. I mean, actually, I did, but it's been a while, so I forgot. I don't know if one of these buttons is to turn it off. I'm just going to unplug it, and so that I can now reset it. So look, everything is mixed now. And what we're going to do is put this lid on, which you do it like this, very easy. That's it. And you turn this like that so that it doesn't let the pressure out. I'm going to plug it back in. And then you tell this machine how long you want it to cook under pressure. So it's 40 minutes on a regular stove, but half of it would be 20 minutes. Half of 20 would be 10. The beans are cooked and they're soft. I'm afraid that they will be complete, just like mashed beans. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for 5 minutes. I can always add more, but I can't take away. So that's what I'm going to do. Now it's going to be 5 minutes once it starts gathering pressure. It's not 5 minutes from now. So this is how it works. It says off. You put here pressure, or manual actually, manual. That's what you use. you use the manual button. And this is 4. I'm going to go up to 5 minutes. Oh gosh, I don't know, 6. Okay. And it's going to beep to confirm. Okay. So now it's going to start getting hotter and hotter. And once it reaches the point where it's pressured, and I will hear it, it starts to go, you know. Then at that moment, it starts counting 6 minutes. So sometimes, you know, instead of 6, it's more like 9 or 10, really. So I will be back and I will show you what I end up with. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's going to taste wonderful. Well, it's almost done, believe it or not. We have about 30 seconds to go. So thank you, Rhonda, for your card, and thank you for providing dinner. Believe it or not, I started this morning making the video, going to the grocery store, and it's 9 p.m. right now. I'm not going to eat it tonight because I try to not eat after 6:30 or 7. I will try. Oh, there it is. Okay, so don't be afraid with the Instant Pot. You know, you can get a wooden spoon if you're a little scared of the pressure, and you just go like that. Like Chef AJ says, you know, you can get a free facial. You can just go like this. And there you go. So it takes sometimes, it may take up to a minute to release the pressure that is gathered. So in the meantime, I'm going to tell you that I pretty much use 2 things. I use YouTube and I use Facebook. I'm going to put those here so that you can follow me and share. Feel free to share all of this. And also, to go with this dinner, it would be really nice to have some nice romantic piano music. And I wonder who could, oh, I could do that. So anyway, if you want to buy my CD, go to dallasmusicacademy.com, get my CD, and I can autograph it for you. And I also have a Patreon website. Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with Patreon, but it's a wonderful site. And guys, I'm going to make these videos for you, whether they're, you know, I'm going to keep making free videos for you. But I'm just giving you all this in case you ever want to help in any way. I won't turn it away, but don't feel like you have to do it. Okay, so the pressure is almost released, and tomorrow I will probably just eat this wonderful bean chili, which you can eat, like the newsletter says, you can serve it over brown rice, you can roll it up in a burrito shell, you can, or in a shallow bowl with cornbread on the side if you want to make the cornbread recipe. Remember, this is the newsletter from March 2017. We're in April, so it's last month. And you can come up with all sorts of creative ways of eating this chili. And so this is probably what I'm going to eat on rice or on different things for several days. And well, that's it. So let's see now if we can, when we open this, how it tastes. Let's get a spoon. It's almost done. Can you hear the noise? Oh, there it is. So I'm opening it. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah. It's very handy. It has this. I always unplug it when I'm done. And look at that. Oh, goodness sake. I think that I guessed correctly. I'm becoming a real chef. You know, my dream is to go to chef school, to cooking school, and become a chef someday so I can play the piano and cook as a chef at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but okay, so let's get a nice spoonful with all the colors. Okay. Now this is very hot. I like to eat and drink things very hot. So, but still, this is probably way too hot. Okay, here we go, the moment of truth. Well, this is a winner. I don't know which one of those spices are, but something there gives it a little bit of sweetness. Of course, it could be the peppers, could be the corn, but it's a wonderful blend of spices. Really good. Thank you, Dr. McDougall and Mary, for the recipe, and thank you for Rhonda for making it possible for me to go to Whole Foods and buy all these ingredients. I'm going to have one more. Okay, it's going to be hard not to eat it tonight, but I won't. Even though no, I won't. It's already 9 p.m. I still have a lot to do. I need to edit several videos, and we're doing some amazing cooking webinars with AJ, and I need to work on that. So I will probably not go to bed until 11 or midnight, but I'm not going to eat. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.